Good morning, students. I welcome all of you to another session of Subrat Vedic Maths Academy. In the last class, I spoke about square of a number, and today I shall be speaking about how to find out square root of a number. So let me come to the topic. So you can find out square root of a number without decimal place if the number is a perfect square. And how do we know the number is a perfect square or not? In this case, the number, the unit digit of the number should end with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. So if the number ends with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, it may be a perfect square. If the number ends with 2 or 3 or 7 or 8, then it's not a perfect square. 2, 3, 7, 8 is not a perfect square, whereas these numbers are maybe a perfect square. Now, how to know whether it's a perfect square or not? If the number ends with 1, then the square of a number 1 or 8. Square of 1 is 1, square of 9 is 81. So if you see square of 1 versus 81. So 81 ends with 1, so it is 1 or 8. If the number ends with 4, then the square of 2 or 8. Square of 2 is 4 and square of 8 is 64. So it ends with 4 means it may be 2 or it ends square of 2 or 8. If it ends with 5, then it's 5 because 5 square is always 25. If it ends with 6, it may be square of 4 or 6. 4 4 is 16 and 6 6 is 36. If it ends with 9, then it's either 3 or 7. 3 square is 9, 7 square is 49. Please note one thing here, all these numbers add up to 10. 1 or 9, 2 or 8 adds up to 10, 5 and 5 I make it here adds up to 10, 4 and 6 adds up to 10 and 3 and 7 adds up to 10. So if it's a perfect square, it has to end with either 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 and it has the square of these numbers which I said before. Let me come to another example. I'll come to this again. The number is 9216. 9216. So 9 square of 90 is 8100 and square of 100 is 10,000. So this number should lie between 80 and 90 and 100. 8100 to 100,000 to 10,000. So it has to lie between 80 and 90. So then these two numbers, 16, that means it ends with 6. If it ends with 6, it has to be either 4 or 6, end with 4 or 6. So the first number has to be 94, 9, and the second number has to be 4 or 6. So the number will be 94 or 96. So here, 81, if it's 90, it's 8100, if it's 100, it's 10,000. So here if you see, 9216 is closer to 10,000 than 8100. So the number should be 96 here. So the 96 square is square root of 9216 is 96. Square of 96 will be, I had shown you in the previous class, 96 minus 4 is 92 and 92 of 4 4 the 60, 9216. So 96 is the answer here because 9216 is closer to 8100 than to 10,000. To give another example, 7569. 7569 lies between, this number lies between 80 and 90. 88 is 6400, 99 is 8100. So 7500 lies between 6400 to 8100. So the first digit has to be 8. And the second digit, since it ends with 9 here, it has to be either 83 or 87. Now if you see here, 7,569 is closer to 8,100 than to 6,400, and hence this number has to be 87. So it has to be 7. Had it been closer to 6,400, it would have been 83. Since it's closer to 8,100, it is 87. So 87 is the right answer. Let me give another example to make it clear. 5329. So here it has to be between 70 to 80. 70 square is 4900 and 80 square is 6400. So 5300 is between these two numbers. So it has to be between 70 and 80. So the first digit has to be 7. The second digit has to be either 3 or 7, which I had said earlier. 3 or 7. So 2, if it's for 5300 is closer to 4900 than to 6400. Closer to 4900 and not to 6400. So the number has to be, had it been closer to 64, it was 77. Since it's closer to 4900, it is 73. 73 square is 5329. To give one more example, 3364. 5 5s are 25, 50, 2500. It lies between 2500 to 3600. So the number 3364 lies between 2500 3600. So that is between 50 to 60, square of 50 to 60. So here if you see, the first number has to be 54 or 58. 3364 is closer to 3600 and not closer to 2500. So this number will be 58. To give another example, 1681. 1681 has to be between 1600 to 2500, 40 to 50. So it ends with 1. So it has to be between, sorry, in the previous number also I missed it. So it has to be between 2 and 4 because it ends with 4 here. Here it ends with 1. So it has to be between the last digit to 1 or 9, and it has to be between 40 and 50. So the number is 41 or 49, which lies between 1600 to 2500. So 1681, as you can see, is closer to 1600, so the number has to be 41. 41 square is 1681. Let me give a bigger number now. 12769. The number has to be between 110 to 120. Since it ends with 9, it has the last second digit of 3 or 7. And the number has to be between 11 and 12. So 11 square is 121, 12 square is 144. So this number has to be 11. The first number has to be 11, second digit has to be 11 and 7. Now 12769 is closer to 12100. So the number has to be 113. 113 square is 12769. Let me give another example. 23104. 23104 has to end with 4. So it has to be either 2 or 8. And then 150, and it has to be between 150 to 160. 150, 15 5s are 225. 15 square is 22500. 16 square is 25600. So the number has to be 15, and the second digit, the only digit is 2 or 8. Now 23100 is closer to 225, as you can see here. So the number has to be 152. And the last example is 11881. The number has to be between 100 and 110. It has to be between 10,000 to 121, 12,100 if it's 110. So the first digit has to be 10 in both the cases. Second digit, the number ends with 1, it has to be 1 or 9. So here 11881 is closer to 118 than closer to 121 than 100. So this number has to be 109. Quite simple. You can easily find out the square roots without using pen and pencil. Any doubts if you have, please send me a mail in my mail ID subrat_d@hotmail.com or subratvedicmaths@gmail.com. I repeat, subrat_d@hotmail.com or vedicsubrat@gmail.com. That's all for today. Thank you. Any questions, please get back to me. That's all. Bye.